What's up? Mojado is here with another edition of Mojado Rides.
Good morning, travelers. My name is Mojado, America's #1 undocumented motorcycle vlogger. And today I have a confession to make. I had a beautiful ride along a river road here in South Texas, along the Guadalupe River. And I thought that I had my vlogging helmet all set up with a microphone and everything was working just peachy. But unfortunately, had some more microphone problems, so I'm having to record the audio separately. So I hope you won't mind that, a little glitch on the first couple of videos. But I'll try to do my best to fill you in. Like I said, we're on River Road. Just went across the Guadalupe River. This is one of the most beautiful rivers in South Texas, in the San Antonio area where I live. And I appreciate you coming along with me on today's ride. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and early in the morning. I think this is about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I wanted to do a couple of shout outs for some of my friends. First of all, I wanted to do a shout out for my friend JD. I talked with him on Facebook, and his wife said that he's living vicariously through my vlog, so I think that's pretty cool. And big shout out to you, JD. I wish you were out riding with me, and I think you and I need to go motorcycle shopping, and we can get you a cool looking bike. That may not make your wife very happy, but I'd love to have some company on rides like this. Also, I'd like to do a couple of shout outs to some other motorcycle vloggers. I've been watching quite a few lately, and there's a couple that I just really get into, and I'd like to share their YouTube channel with everyone. If you're ever wanting a really fun channel to watch, tune in to John Maxwell. He is a motorcycle technician that works at Chattahoochee Harley Davidson in Georgia, and that guy is a riot. I mean, very subtle, very dry humor, but fun personality. He is a cool guy, and I really enjoy his channel. So shout out to John Maxwell. Also wanted to have a shout out to my other channel that I watch all the time, and that's Blockhead. He's one of my heroes in the motorcycle vlogging community. In fact, his channel is what got me inspired to do a motorcycle vlog. And there's another one that I've been watching here lately because she is just a little fireball. If you can, tune in and watch a couple of the videos that Kill Switch Queen has done. Big shout out to Kill Switch Queen in California. She is a true biker. She works on her bike. She just loves to ride, and she's a fun person to watch. Just a great personality. So shout out to Kill Switch Queen. And if you're ever in the Texas area, holler at me. I'd love to go on a ride with you. Like I said, this is River Road. It's very popular with tourists. There's a lot of campgrounds along this road. The river runs right beside the road. Right now it's to our right. And a lot of trees and a lot of beautiful canopies. It's just a gorgeous ride. You just don't get this type of scenery anywhere else. And my God, what a fun day it is to be out on a bike and enjoying the view. You can't get a view like this in a car. I don't care what anyone says. This is what America's all about, is riding a motorcycle through beautiful scenery like this. And while I'm on the subject of motorcycles and things like that, let me get up on my soapbox for just a moment and give you I wouldn't call it a rant. It's just something that I've been watching, and it pisses me off every time I see it. And I don't want this to sound like a Harley Davidson versus sport bike type of rant, because it's only a particular type of personality that just really gets on my nerves. I was watching a couple of motorcycle vlogs, and these guys that, and granted, they are on sport bikes or crotch rockets or whatever you like to call them, but they get on they turn on their cameras and start going down the road, and one of them was doing about 135. He was bragging about it, and then later he gets pulled over by the police, but he had slowed down, and I think the officer got him at 75 in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Of course, he didn't tell the officer that he was just a few minutes before that doing 135 miles an hour. But some of these idiots are making YouTube videos of them going down the highway over 100 miles an hour doing wheelies and standing on their seats and just acting like a fool, just doing stupid stuff. And just stop it, okay? These roads are not just for you. It's me and my family and everyone else that's on the road. And if you're doing 130 miles an hour on a wheelie, you're a danger. And granted, you're eventually going to end up as a wet spot on a tree, but God love you. You need to calm down, grow up, and just enjoy this scenery. It's not about how fast your motorcycle can go, although I'm sure they'll argue with that with me, and I'm probably going to get some hate mail because of it, telling me that I'm ragging on crotch rockets, and I'm not. I know a lot of people that ride sport bikes, and I love them all. Two of my best friends. Another shout out to Courtney and Keith. They're a military family serving the country up in Virginia, and both Courtney and Keith ride. And I've tried to convert them for years to try Harleys, but they're sport bike fanatics, and but they don't ride like idiots. So my little rant right here is just to the idiots who like to just act a fool when they're out on the road. Being out on the road, going over 100 miles an hour on a sport bike just because you can, it just isn't right. It's not safe. So if you're one of those people, and one more thing about these idiots that I keep noticing on some of the channels with the sport bikes, they not only admit to driving so fast that it becomes unsafe, but they brag about running from the police. Now, I don't know how stupid you have to be, number one, to brag about running from the police or to video that, but how stupid can you be? Because you're risking not only killing yourself running from the police, but when the police catch you, and they will catch you eventually, you could lose your motorcycle. You could wind up in jail with a serious offense. I can't see how they think that's really cool and worth it. Oh, I ran from the police because I can outrun their patrol cars. They're just idiots and losers. I don't know what to say about them, but boy, they get on their YouTube channels and they are so proud of running from the police, and because they can. I don't get it. I just don't get it. There's so much to motorcycling that these guys just don't understand. They don't get. But that's neither here nor there. I don't understand it, but it takes all kinds to make up this world. But I'm just enjoying the ride. This is a great scenery, beautiful, beautiful countryside, lots of trees, lots of twisties and curves. There's a lot of campgrounds here on River Road. This is real popular in the summertime. Come 4th of July weekend, you won't be able to even go down the road because of all the RVs that are going in and out of the roads and to the campgrounds. But a lot of drunk Houston college kids too, I've noticed. And it looks like we've got a Harley rider up ahead of us in front of that red car. Another crossing of the Guadalupe River. There's several water crossings along River Road. Not much water in the Guadalupe here lately. We're in kind of a drought here in South Texas. We haven't had any real rain in over a month, and the Guadalupe River usually has a lot of water in it, and there's usually a lot of people going down the river on tubes. But the river's been kind of low lately. Not much water. In fact, I've noticed that some of the people on inner tubes are having to stand up and walk their inner tubes to the next spot that has some water in it. But it's a lot of fun if you haven't ever done that, and if you ever find yourself in the San Antonio area. Going tubing is a sort of a Texas tradition. Get you a little 6-pack of beer and inner tube and jump out on the river and have a good time. The stretch of the Guadalupe that we're on right now, most of the inner tube afternoons, it takes about 4 hours to get from point A to point B, and that's a fun way to enjoy your Saturday or Sunday. And like I was talking about, the guy in front of me, he's got his girl on the back of his bike, and my God, just isn't that the American dream to be riding along and seeing scenery like this? And love to hear from anyone. I don't expect that I'm going to have too many people watching this channel, but if I do, that's great. If not, I'm not. I'm not making these videos for other people. I think I've told the story on why I started this channel in the first place. And if you haven't heard it, I'll give you the short version. I'm doing these videos for my son. My son Colin is 7 years old, and I'm an older parent. I'm 55, and if my math is correct, there's a good possibility with my health issues and things like that that I may not be around in Colin's life when he's an older teenager. So it's my hope that these videos will someday serve to let him get to know his dad a little better. There's a interesting series that I love on Netflix called Sons of Anarchy, and one of the main plots revolves around the character Jax reading a novel that his father wrote, and he had grown up not really knowing his father because his father died at an early age. So reading those pages that his father had written gave him kind of a feeling of being able to know his father a little better. And being that this is Father's Day weekend, I make these videos so that someday Colin will watch it, and he'll see my thoughts on life and maybe get to know me a little better. Because right now, the discussions we have don't go very deep. This is some of the campgrounds that we have along River Road. Like I said, there's vacation homes, and they have little campgrounds. Well, folks, I don't have a whole lot more to say. I'm just glad it didn't rain too much on me on this ride. This morning, the weatherman said it was going to rain, and made it through pretty much the whole ride. Only got a little drizzle here and there. Did not rain on me a bit. So it was a good day. Actually, any day riding is a good day. I appreciate the opportunity to share this video with people. Like I said, I hope to hear from some of you. Leave comments below. I would be honored if you subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell to see when there are new videos posted. I'm going to try to keep these going. I've got lots of rides to do and lots of things to say, and ideas all the time. I want to make it entertaining for anyone that does check it out, and hopefully educational for my son someday when he watches these. Thanks again for watching, and we're almost at the end of River Road, so I'll leave you with a little riding and a little music. This is Mojado signing off.